What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a mystery, a ghost, a legend. We're talking about PK Kid, one of the most elusive graffiti artists to ever exist. You see, one of the things that has always drawn me to graffiti, even as a kid, was the mystery behind it. You'd walk through the city, past train stations, highways, and rooftops, and there it was, bold, untouchable, and unexplained. Who did it? When did they do it? How did they do it? It's almost like these graffiti artists are ninjas in the night, moving in silence, unseen, unheard. They leave behind no trace of themselves, only their art. And by the time the city wakes up the next morning, boom, their name is everywhere. And PK Kid, well, he is one of the greatest mysteries of them all. His name has haunted the streets, highways, and rooftops of New Jersey and beyond for decades. But nobody knows who he is, how he gets to these impossible spots, or if he's even real. So today, we're breaking it all down. The legend, the theories, and the impossible locations of PK Kid. Let's get into it. New Jersey, a state known for its boardwalks, diners, and, believe it or not, one of the most mysterious graffiti artists to ever exist. If you've ever driven through North Jersey, taken the train into New York, or just paid attention to the urban landscape, you may have seen it. PK Kid. Sometimes just PK, sometimes just Kid, but always the same bold lettering in places that seem impossible to reach. For years, people have speculated about the identity of PK Kid. Is it one person, a crew, a title passed down over generations, or is it something even stranger? Today, we dive deep into the legend of PK Kid, New Jersey's most elusive graffiti writer. Unlike famous graffiti legends like Taki23, Stay High 149, Is the Wiz, PK Kid never sought recognition in the traditional sense. There were no interviews, no known affiliations with major graffiti crews, and, most importantly, no confirmed sightings of the artist at work. But what we do know is this: PK Kid's tags started appearing in New Jersey sometime in the early 2000s, though some claim they go back even further. His work could be seen on bridges, highway overpasses, train trestles, and even massive billboards. What made PK Kid stand out wasn't just the consistency of his tag, but the locations. Some of these places were insanely difficult to reach. We're talking about graffiti on water towers with no visible ladders, overpasses suspended above active train lines, and billboards where the only way up seemed to be through sheer supernatural ability. It was as if PK Kid had defied gravity itself. PK Kid's identity, or identities, has been the subject of endless debate among graffiti heads, urban explorers, and internet sleuths. But three major theories have emerged over the years. One of the most popular theories is that PK and KID were originally two separate graffiti artists who, at some point, started tagging together. This would explain why some tags appear as PK alone, some as Kid alone, and others as PK Kid in full. This would mean that either PK Kid was a duo from the start, or one of them retired while the other carried on the legacy. But this theory has a major flaw. Both PK and Kid tags appear in identical handwriting. If there were two people, they would have had to mimic each other's style perfectly. Another idea is that PK Kid isn't just one person at all. Instead, it's a title passed down over generations, kind of like a secret society of graffiti artists, each carrying the name forward in a never-ending urban legacy. Supporters of this theory believe that PK Kid's tags have remained consistent for over 2 decades, which would be nearly impossible for just one person to maintain. After all, life catches up. Writers retire, get arrested, or move on. But PK Kid, he or they, never stopped. If PK Kid was a single artist who started in, say, the early 2000s, he would likely be in his late 30s or early 40s by now. Yet fresh tags are still appearing in 2024. So, could the title of PK Kid be passed from one generation to the next, ensuring that the legend never dies? Theory number 3, PK. Kid is an urban myth, a ghost in the system. Some people believe that PK Kid doesn't even exist. At least, not in the way we think. There are no known photos or videos of PK Kid actually painting. No arrests, no confirmed witnesses. And yet, the tags are everywhere. This has led some people to speculate that PK Kid might not be a real person at all, but rather a group of different artists who simply use the same name. A coordinated effort to create the illusion of one all-powerful, untouchable graffiti writer. Some even joke that PK Kid isn't human at all, that he's a ghost, a spirit of the city, tagging in places no normal person could ever reach. One of the things that makes PK Kid so fascinating is his ability to place tags in completely inaccessible places. Some of the most insane PK Kid spots include the Route 21 overpass in Newark, a massive steel bridge where PK's name looms over thousands of drivers daily, billboards on the Garden State Parkway. How did he even get up there? There are no ladders, no obvious points of entry, just a perfect, untouched tag. Train trestles in Jersey City and Hoboken. Some of these spots require rappelling gear just to reach, and yet PK Kid's name is there, bold and unshaken. The real question is, how? Did PK Kid have inside knowledge of the city's infrastructure? Did he work in construction? Or was he simply fearless, risking his life night after night to put his name where no one else could? One thing is for sure, PK Kid didn't just want to tag walls. He wanted to make people wonder. As of 2024, new PK Kid tags continue to appear, but the legend remains unsolved. Some claim the original PK Kid has retired, leaving copycats to carry on his work. Others say he's still out there, hitting new spots in the dead of night. There have been rumors of people spotting someone tagging in the PK Kid style, but no real proof has ever surfaced. Even in the age of smartphones, no footage, no photos, no evidence, just fresh tags appearing out of nowhere. If PK Kid is still active, then he has managed to do something no other graffiti writer has done: evade detection for decades. PK Kid remains one of the greatest mysteries of the urban graffiti world. A phantom with a spray can. A myth built on impossible feats. Whether he's one man, a crew, or an idea that refuses to die, one thing is for certain: PK Kid has left his mark, and as long as new tags keep appearing, the legend will live on. So the next time you're driving through New Jersey, keep your eyes open. You might just see PK Kid's name watching over you from a place no one should be able to reach, because some mysteries were never meant to be solved. If you enjoyed this deep dive into urban legends, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell icon for more stories just like this. Drop a comment below. Do you think PK Kid is one person or something bigger? Until next time, stay curious.